Hello everyone, I'm Vijay. I'm an emergency medicine doctor and co-founder of Vantari VR. At Vantari, our mission is to eliminate medical error, especially related to procedures, and save patient lives. So Vantari, what is it? It is a health technology company that uses a virtual reality training platform to train doctors, nurses, students, and other healthcare stakeholders in how to do procedures in a safe, scalable environment VR before doing them on real patients. Let's step back a little bit to find out what the actual problem is. So medical error overall costs $1 trillion in the US alone per year. 10% of that, so 100 billion, is actually attributable to procedure-related medical error. What is the reason for this? So a lot of you might know that the modality of training in medicine has not evolved for centuries. So it's still the apprenticeship model of training. It's see one, do one, teach one. So you're actually supposed to be under a supervisor, observe them doing a procedure, and then supposed to be able to do it under supervision soon afterwards, and then proceed from that to actually train your juniors in how to do that procedure. The kind of modalities of training we have right now are subjective methods, basically mannequin-based simulation, or cadavers and animal labs, which are fast getting phased out and are no longer accessible for most people into training. So our solution to this is to bring the concept of flight simulation as a flight simulator for healthcare. So we eliminate medical error then by helping doctors, nurses, students, and other healthcare stakeholders practice procedures before doing them on patients. How does it work? Basically, we are a software platform that's subscription-based as a B2B SaaS company. It is a virtual training software. We're hardware agnostic, so we can work on any of the commodity hardware off the shelf, such as an Oculus Quest or an HTC Vive. So we have the headset, then there's the link cable that actually connects to a laptop or a computer with the appropriate GPU requirements. And basically, once you launch the software, you're completely immersed in a lifelike medical environment. You have a virtual patient in front of you and all the required equipment needed to do that procedure. The patient is anatomically accurate, all the equipment is in front of you, and there is a user interface with a virtual trainer. What does that mean? So the interface actually has a step-by-step guide on how to do any given procedure. So it actually explains to you, according to clinically accredited, validated, college-accredited guidelines on how to do each procedure, such as a chest drain or a surgical airway or what have you. Now, as you do that, there's a virtual trainer, so pretend like your supervisor is over your shoulder guiding you through as well. So there's an audio narration. And as you do it, each step ticks off, and on the back end, we are gathering data. So once you finish that session, you can actually go ahead and do it 50 times, 100 times, or you can actually come back to the lobby, select another procedure, and do that one. Once you finish all your session, you can go back to look at your individual personal training record, and that training record is really powerful because it moves with you, and basically you can see how well you progressed. Now, as an administrator or a director of supervisor of training or director of a hospital, you can actually look at your entire cohort. So across residency programs, or in the terms of medical device companies, if you want to use our technology, and we do use them in that way, to look at all your sales representatives or device representatives, or the physicians who are using this platform to train in how to implant certain medical devices. So in the environment, obviously there's scenarios and complications, so the baseline procedure, but also what to do when things go wrong and troubleshooting. There's performance tracking like I talked about, and it can be either collaborative or single user, and you can use it in a lot of ways, such as digital logbook or as an accreditation platform. So this is a great overview of the functional capability of the platform. Here it's been broken down somewhat according to procedures, but also according to the broader functional technology pieces that we have on the platform. Some of the key elements to note are differentiating factors, which is our completely sandbox simulation. So there's gravity, there's real-world physics, there's real-time imaging, for which we have a patent. Soft tissue deformation, point-of-care ultrasound, and interesting training aids that you can't get in real life, like transparent patients, pop-up quizzes, etc., or anatomical labels on an ultrasound.
In preparation, we must calculate the catheter insertion distance based on the patient's metrics. You will feel the pulse in the appropriate.
And important to talk about is the haptic framework associated with that. So as you use the controllers, we've built in our custom proprietary haptic engine that takes in resistance measurements through different types of tissue through the controllers. So you can actually learn that component in terms of muscle memory. Obviously, as the haptic glove systems get better, we'll be looking to integrate that into our platform. And this is an example of the personalized dashboard with your performance metrics, either based on individualized metrics like we saw there, like angle, depth, position, or simple things like step completion and time. So the founding team, so it's myself, emergency doctor, my colleague Nish, who's a surgical doctor, and Daniel Paul, who's our CTO, comes with a 30-year experience in 3D systems and high-performance computing. Where are we up to? So we are actually commercialized across Australia, Europe, and the US in key demographics such as institutions, hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, and medical device companies. To talk of some of the important clients in those buckets, so we work with the likes of Boston Scientific, Edwards Lifesciences, and Sonosite in the medical device bucket, AstraZeneca and Janssen and Johnson & Johnson in the pharmaceutical bucket, and have a really impressive list of institutions that are using our platform in terms of residency training. So Yale School of Medicine, Johns Hopkins, Harvard BIDMC, Henry Ford Health, to name a few. To sum up, we have many of the blue chip customers globally in all of these buckets. We have world-leading technology. So our ultrasound system and dynamic imaging modality is the most sophisticated in the market and is also patented. It's also backed by evidence. So our platform's being researched around the world at different sites, and some of the headline numbers are 40% reduction in medical error as compared to traditional modalities of training. And we have a sophisticated ROI model that shows a significant health economic cost when you actually implement our platform into these institutions. We've unlocked global markets, so not only are we in those countries directly, we've also unlocked the Middle East and India from a distribution perspective as well. We're here at this conference, love to meet anyone, but also just want to headline, we're raising $15 million to actually attack the opportunity that is the pipeline and the next round of scale for Vantari. We're a flight simulator for healthcare. We're clinician-led, founded by doctors, evidence-backed, and patented. Now, these major partnerships will be a driver for growth for us as both a channel partner, but also as we get more studies in multi-institutions to actually scale more. We have a global vision, and we have a great opportunity. So find me and have a chat with me if you're interested. I'm around for the next 3 days. Thank you.